Eagles in the NFC Championship game on Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. We're here to talk about it, our weekly one-on-one with head coach Nick Sirianni, presented by Wawa. I'm Eagles insider Dave Spadaro. Coach, I guess we can talk about getting to the Super Bowl, right? One win away. We are talking on the 2-year anniversary of the day you were hired. And one of the big hires that you made was Jonathan Gannon, defensive coordinator. And we've seen his defense the last 2 years perform at a very high level. Why is that? What is it about the way he connects with the players and the way this scheme works and the way the players execute it?
You know, first of all, it is that he connects with the guys. He puts them in positions to make plays. He adapts to who he has, right? And he's done that since we've gotten here, adapting to the guys he has and their strengths. He figures out what strengths of the guys. I think you get that connection. The connection happens a lot of the times because the players know that you can help them get better. And then it opens up the door for that relationship that we can have with our guys. That's what Gannon's done. He's very personable. You guys get to talk to him all the time. But we have a lot of good pieces to work with. Credit to Howie and his staff. There's a lot of good players on that defensive side of the ball. We got great players. We got great leaders. And they're the ones out there playing. And so all we're trying to do is put them in position, and Gannon's doing a great job of that. And then those guys are going out there and balling, and it's fun to watch that defense. Our defense has so much energy and so much juice, and you know, I can feel the fans feeding off our defense and the defense feeding off our fans, and it's pretty awesome.
You talked Monday about how the Niners do that for D'Amico. You see the same with the Eagles and Jonathan.
I do. I think it's very similar, and that's to me a sign like that you can really feel that passion that they're playing with and the celebrating on the sideline with their coach, and it feels similar.
All right, on Sunday the Niners come in a bunch of weapons. What are the challenges for JG in this defense?
Just that, a lot of good players over there, and guys that can change games. You always think about, hey, who can't we let affect the game? And they got a lot of guys. They got Kittle, they have McCaffrey, they got Ayuk, they got Samuel, right? They got a lot of guys that can change the game at those skill positions. They got a great offensive line. They got a quarterback that's doing his job to get the ball to him. That presents a lot of issues, right? And so we're going to just have to be sound with what we do, but we got good playmakers too, right? And our guys, our good players are going to have to play good against their good players. And how is it going to be any different in NFC Championship game? That's the way it is. There are going to be good players on both sides of the ball, and we just got to make sure we're on our stuff.
We all saw how good Philadelphia looked yesterday. I know you were preparing for this, but did you watch that game, and do you have to take it a level up to meet the Eagles?
I don't think you take anything a level up. You do as good as you can every single week, and I think we got a pretty good team. We've got a very talented team, also a team that plays well together. I know they do. They've been as good as anyone since the beginning of this year and all the way to right now. And if you looked at the beginning of the year, you thought Philly would be the last team right here, and that's the way it's ended up. So we're going to be going down there. Hopefully we'll have a good week of practice, and looking forward to the challenge.
Difference with the running game, particularly on those 2 long drives in the second half versus first half when it seemed like you guys struggled to get any momentum there?
We didn't change much up. We just kept mixing runs up and broke got a couple of lanes. I don't know, I think we had like 8 runs or something in the first half. I forget. But we didn't get a ton of opportunities with it, just play calls and stuff. And when you run the ball and you don't get any first downs running the ball, that's usually what happens. And in the second half, especially that long drive, I think it was like 13 plays or something, we got a number of first downs running the ball in first and second. And when you do that, it's easier to stay with it. And then when you do that, it's easier to wear them down. That's a real good D-line, and they move around so much but that they're tough to block. But if you can wear them down a little bit, then you got a chance, and it took us all game to do that.
Obviously, you have a couple more steps to go until you reach your ultimate goal, but with how hard it is to reach 3 NFC championships in 4 seasons, how much are you able to, pause a little bit and appreciate just this moment?
Not at all yet. Wish we did. But, you work so hard to get to these points, to these situations, and all we could think about was winning that game. And once we did, it's fun for a little bit, but it's more once you get in the locker room, you're just, all right, now let's move on to the next one, because we know what moment we're in our lives right here, our whole team, and we've been here before, and it's very hard to get here. So we're not really reflecting on anything yet. We got a big game this week, and that's not our ultimate goal either. So in order to do that, we got to make sure we take care of business.